Now, that's the introductions out the way with. Let's talk about how fucking insane the world's gone. Just this
Dude,
week.
it's so crazy.
Oh, man. I used to be incredibly liberal on the trans thing. I don't know how it works for
Yeah.
everyone, but for me, it's like, you're a bloke. Do I see you the same as a natal male? Probably not. But you're a man, and I'll address you as such. A trans woman, do I see them the same as a natal woman, a female? No, no, I don't. And I will use whatever pronouns they're comfortable with, but I won't be compelled. You know, it's like if you said to me, you will call me a man, you have no choice. The first thing I do is call you mum. You know, I can't help
That's
it.
right.
That's the way I'm wired. And I where I grew up, you know, there was someone whose parents were there, you know, she was trans. She used to hang out, she'd be fixing her Jaguar XJS, and I'd be, you know, cleaning my motorbike. And it never occurred to me there was anything to give a shit about. It's like, you do your life, I'll do mine. But we don't live in that world anymore, do we? We live in a world where you must comply. Now, I caught a post from yourself on Twitter where you said, look, you know, I was born female, I am female, but I'm a man. And I thought, well, okay, yeah, cool, you know, great. The amount of shit you took from trans men,
Wow.
you were erasing them, dude. Do you get this kind of abuse often from trans men?
Daily, daily, daily. Somebody writes me something. Somebody has an opinion about me. Somebody does a whole YouTube fucking video on how Buck Angel needs to fuck off or some
Oh,
nonsense. I'm like,
that was
wow.
it. Book Angel, please stop. I couldn't watch
That's
it.
right.
I
That's
couldn't
right. I
watch
couldn't
it.
watch it, dude. I tried, but I'm like, oh my God. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, whatever.
I often wonder if, you know, it's a hard one to come across because this will just fucking make people irate, but you've got transsexuals, and then you've got the modern Tumblr trans types with 72 flavours of gender and Xi. I can't keep up. I'm 48. I'm past that shit, you know? I don't think they're trans. I just don't see them that way. If you're a trans woman, because I can't imagine being a trans man because I've never been a woman at any point in my life. But if you were going to be a trans woman and, you know, you wanted to be seen as a woman, wouldn't you fucking behave like one? And I don't mean be demure and, you know, like, just inviting people to suck your dick. Yeah, deciding that everyone has to agree there's such thing as a lady dick.
Yeah.
And how is that original equipment for a lady? You know, I mean, when you spoke, what was
Yeah.
the tagline you gave yourself? The man with the pussy.
The man with the pussy. But you remember what in context, it's in context to a very, I don't run around saying, I'm a man with a pussy. Literally in context to my pornography.
Yeah.
It's all marketing. It's all about marketing. It's all about, and that's why I am where I am today, because I marketed myself as the man with the pussy. So it's not, you know what I mean? It's all play on words.
Oh, yeah.
As you know, I do not believe I'm a man with a pussy. I believe I'm an actual woman who was born female, who decided they needed to be male and transitioned into that space. This is the first time in the whole history of my fucking sex change that I have to continually talk about being a woman, because they're trying to take biology off the table. So I have to continually talk about my past life, which I haven't had to do forever. And then now I'm having to like sort of legitimize my own transition on some level, which is unbelievable.
Well, isn't that the weird thing? They talk about cancelling a lot and denying their existence,
Right.
cancelling their existence,
Right.
which I'm going to be honest, if I could cancel people's existence, there'd be no one fucking left.
I hear you.
If someone gave you that button, you'd be pressing it all fucking day.
That's right.
But isn't it cancelling trans people to deny sex?
That's right. It is. That's why I talk about it so much, and I talk about this this idea that biology doesn't exist and that we were assigned female at birth. You know, here's the deal. I don't care what Everyone can live their life, man. That's who I am. I'm a human rights activist on some level. I believe you can choose and be whatever, even a unicorn. I don't care. The problem for me is when you start to insist that I am a unicorn too, and that I need to be part of this situation, and that I'm under, and that's not okay, because now you're telling us all trans people, we all have to speak alike, look alike, be alike. I don't come from that space. I literally have been a loner since I transitioned. I did it for myself. I did not do it for the world. I did it to stay alive, and I am alive today. And it's why I really take my transsexual identity to heart, and it means a lot to me. And so when you start getting pushback from a community that you were in on some level a pioneer and on some level an elder, and then you start getting pushback from people telling you you're a piece of shit, or that you're just an old person, or go away, like, that's hurtful. It's hurtful on so many levels, because I am part of that community, but at the same time, I'm scared of that community because I'm scared of what they're doing. People like you are the people who need to be our allies, and people like you are the people who will help change us into being looked at as normal on some level. So if we push you away, then we don't have the people we need in order for us to gain the space we need in the world. That's why I don't play with that rhetoric and that agenda and any of that, because it's not fair to you and it's not fair to me.
It's what I guess it's called peak trans, isn't it?
I don't even know it's happening.
Apparently, that's the point where you go, hang on, this is fucking weird. What's going on? You know,
That's right.
I once saw, we spoke about it years ago on this show or the show we did before, and I said it's a bit like misogyny to me. It's males telling females what to do, and then we moved on and we talked about it and we laughed about it. And I remember I saw a video by Magdalene Burns, who's obviously no longer with us. And when I first saw it, I thought, that's a bit fucking harsh, that. That's a bit harsh. Because trans people I'd known and met were like you and Debbie Haight and, you know, people like that. They just crack on with your life, and
That's right.
no one fucks with anybody, you know? You just carry on, you live. And then I was on Twitter, and I think it was an account who's had to leave under amusing circumstances, called Cursed E, who writes yeah, you know who I'm talking about. And we were just having a conversation, and I was like, well, you know, I don't get it. I don't see you as a woman, but I'll call you, you know, be whatever you want. And then it turned, and I was like, hang on, what's this? And then I watched more, and I saw women being bullied relentlessly.
Yeah.
And that's what made me think, oh, this can't be right. And, you know, 8 Twitter suspensions later, I'm still there. And still
You got
pissing me
8?
off. I've had it. I got, the week before last, I got 3 in one day. So, you know, shit happens. But
it means you're doing something right. No, my friend. It means you're doing something right. It means you're actually creating a space for people to get so angry at you because you're saying something that doesn't agree with them that they have to block you. That means, I'm telling you, my friend, it means you're doing, because you're creating a space in that person's brain who doesn't necessarily listen to anybody, where you trigger. I hate that word, but you know what I mean. You're just like, that's what you're doing, my friend.
I've got to be honest. Making people annoyed is not something I've ever struggled with.
I see that, because you have that great sense of humor. Are you Scottish?
No, I'm English.
What? You're English. I don't know why I keep hearing that specific accent.
No,
you seem Scottish to me.
Well, my wife's Scottish. Maybe it's rubbed off on me.